Hey, what's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be doing my out-of-box review for the RG Gundam Mk-II Titans version. Now, this kit is obviously not new. This kit has been out for a few years. It was, maybe, what was it, 11, 12, something like that in the RG line. It's been out for a little while, so it's not new, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. If you guys have been watching my channel for a little while, you know that this is one of, if not my favorite RGs, this one as well as the AUG version. I think this kit is an amazing kit. This is my maybe third time building this kit. Just really stable kits, really super solid. The posability, the articulation is amazing. The details is great. The proportions, it's up to you. And obviously now the HD Revive kits are out, and I will be comparing this to those kits as well. I am going to be reviewing the AUG version first, and then I'm going to be reviewing the Titans version second, and in the Titans review I'll compare that to this kit, since I think it'll be better reviewing the Titans version and the Titans version, then that way you can see everything without being thrown off by the color differences or anything. So the other reason why I have this kit, of course, is because I also got this. If you guys saw, I did an unboxing for this a little while back. This is a third party. This is not Bandai. This is a third party plastic conversion kit to turn this kit into an RG Barzam. So that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to doing this. But before I do that, I will compare this kit to the HG, since I know some of you guys are probably interested in seeing how these are going to compare. So because this kit is not particularly new, and I'm assuming most of you guys have probably already built at least one RG in your time building Gunpla, then you can probably know pretty much what to expect from this kit. With it being an RG, it does have the full inner frame, really nice inner frame, a lot of exterior details, a lot of really nice part separation. The color is separated, it's obviously got the black, the red, the yellow, and then the dark blue is separated into two different shades of dark blue. It's not really the most noticeable thing, but you can definitely notice it if you look closely. The other thing is that this kit, what's different about the Titans version and the AUG version, in the RG version there is a difference. In the HG UC Revive kits, there appears to be no difference other than just the color swap, but for the Real Grades version they did include one thing to make the kits different, is that the Titans version, this version, does come with parts to make it as the test type. So basically what that means is that the vents you see on the side of the legs, the vents up on the shoulders, and then the vents on the chest are different parts. So that's how I have it now. I have it in the test type, so it's gonna look a little bit different from the AUG version in that way, obviously, aside from just the color swap. So you do have those parts. You can choose which one you want to do, if you want to do the regular one or the test type. It's just totally up to you. And then, of course, like most other RGs, we do have our very big sticker sheets with all these stickers. I didn't use any of these. And we also just have a load of nice accessories, basically just all the accessories you would expect for a Gundam Mk-II. So why don't we go ahead and just take a closer look. I'll show you the kit up close, just so you can see some more of the awesome details here. I think the only sticker that I did use on this was just the eyes. Did use that eye sticker there for those. And one thing you'll see in the comparison between this and the HD Revive version is that there are a lot of very slight differences in the proportions, one of which being the shoulders, another big one being the legs. But yeah, so basically everything on this is going to move really nicely. The shoulders are going to move up, the shoulder armor moves separately, the arms are going to move nicely. Because of the inner frame, it is a little bit stiff. So just once you move it around a little bit, though, it'll loosen up. 90-degree bend at the elbow, the head, the neck part is like separate, so you can get some like chicken neck there, as it's been called. Interestingly, with the backpack and on the back of the legs, we have this like actual hose, like cloth hose part thing. So there's a wire going inside of there, and then the cloth hose is running over that. So these parts are going to move around here. The thruster bells move around. Here on the back of the legs is more of that cloth tubing, and then up in here, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but I think if we move some of this stuff, hopefully you can see it up inside there. There is some more of that as well. So if you're working on this kit, just remember, don't do like I did when I first built this kit. When I sprayed the top coat on it, I forgot to take off those tubing, so I got top coat on those cloth tubes. Doesn't work out very well for you, so don't do that. Just make sure you remember to take off those cloth tubes before you spray your top coat or paint or whatever you're doing anyway. Of course, you don't want to spray anything on those. Otherwise, yeah, just really nice articulation. Just nice double jointed knee, really nice bend at the hip. Everything on this kit moves pretty much as you would expect. You get some armor separation there in the thigh, as well as toes, ankles, everything all moves really nicely. Toes can point down. And you'll see, I'll pose this kit up, but basically I don't want to spend too much time talking about the articulation because, like I said, if you guys have built any RGs, you pretty much know what to expect. They're really nice when it comes to the articulation thanks to that nice inner frame. So let me go ahead and just show you guys some of the accessories. Here we have this standard beam rifle here. It's okay, actually. After building, I have built the HD Revive version, so that review will be coming up very soon. Probably shortly after this. I gotta say, I think I like the HD Revive version of the beam rifle better. This one is nice that it has a lot of detail on it. The scope part here folds up and down. The secondary handle obviously moves. You can remove the ammo pack as well. So this one is definitely a lot more complicated, but I think I do like the simplicity of the HD Revive version more. Again, we'll take a look at that shortly. And we also have the bazooka. Nice thing about this is that the barrel is one piece. It's not two pieces sandwiched together, so you don't have a seam line on the barrel. So that's a nice thing about that. Of course, this front handle moves to make it easy for holding up at an angle. The ammo pack is also removable, and we do have a spare ammo pack, so we have two of those. You can have one on the bazooka, and the spare ammo pack you can actually stick onto the side skirt. And that's one thing I forgot to mention about the rifle as well. This rifle as well, you can also stick onto the side skirt. If you'll notice here on the end, we've got these two tabs, just like the bazooka ammo pack. You can stick this onto the side skirt. I think it goes the other way actually. There you go, and you can have the beam rifle attached onto the side skirt like so. The bazooka can be attached into the back skirt, just into there. You just fold down that part in the back, and it's just going to go, I believe, around this part here, and then your bazooka is attached into the back skirt. Really cool. So it's great that it can hold all these weapons and extra ammo and stuff like that really nicely. We do also have our action base connector, which we'll use that shortly. We have a 1/144 scale pilot figure. I don't believe this is supposed to be any particular pilot in particular. Kind of that came out wrong, but this was actually one of, I believe either this one or the AUG version anyway, were the first pilot figures that I ever painted were these. We do also have the Vulcan pod, which attaches onto the head. I particularly don't like the Vulcan pod at all, but it does work very simply. On the side of the head we just have a couple little tabs. Yeah, so then once that is on there, yeah, just with the beam saber racks on the back there, and then these like gray parts of the shoulder up on the side of the chest, kind of hard to put that Vulcan pod on without taking off the head, so I think that was easier. Anyway, that's what that looks like on there. It's not bad, but again, like I'm not really the biggest fan of that. We do have an extra ammo pack for the beam rifle. We actually have 3 of them, but this one is not going to be of any use. We have 1 extra that's no use. The other 2 go on the back of the shield here, so these are removable if you want. Those go there. Then on the end of the shield we do also have this little missile pod here. This also comes off if you want. Nice little accessory in there in the shield. The shield just generally looks really, really nice. And then of course we can move it. We just unlatch that and then move it down. And there we go, this is the collapsed form, so it's really nice. And then this just plugs into the arm via this little peg here. Very secure and very nicely articulated there on the arm. So that's that. Then we have our beam saber effect parts for those beam sabers. And one thing about these beam saber effect parts, here that is next to the Gundam, and you can see that it's actually just slightly taller than the Gundam itself, so these are really long. That might not be to everyone's personal taste, but anyway, that's what you get with the kit. Then for hands, we have our 2 articulated RG style hands where the first finger and the next 3 fingers are separated like that. These are nicely detailed, but they can be a little bit flimsy. On the kit there, I have just the closed fist that come like built onto the arm inner frame. Then we have 2 other hands. For the left hand, we have an open hand like this. Kind of wish we had 2, one for the left and right, but we just have one for the left. And then for the right, we have a trigger finger hand. So if you want to hold the beam sabers, then you have to use the RG style hands. I think you could probably hold one in this one with a trigger finger. It might look kind of weird, so you have to use these. But these RG style hands have the peg hole in there, so the beam saber handles will just plug into that peg hole, and there'll be no problem at all. So that's it. Quite a lot of stuff you get with this kit. I think it's definitely, you'll have no shortage of options for how you want to pose it. So I just have to say that personally, I just think this is just a really beautiful kit. I think the Master Grade 2.0 is a really nice kit as well, but this one, if you wanted it just in 1/144 scale, and just having that RG look to it, I think that this is definitely going to be the way to go. And just if you have never built this particular kit, if you haven't got this one or the AUG version, maybe you've built a couple of other RGs, and if you like RGs and you haven't ever got this kit, I would highly recommend it. Even if you aren't really particularly maybe much of a UC fan, maybe you're the kind of person who likes like the Exia and Double O Riser, and you've built those RGs and you really like them, and you're more into like stuff like Double O than UC Gundam, I would still recommend just giving it a try, because it's definitely a really nice kit. And with this kit now being over 3 years old, one thing that you might be asking is like, well, is this kit going to be kind of more dated in any way compared to newer RGs? And personally, I don't think so. I've built the most recent RG, the RG red frame, and of course that's going to be quite different just because of the nature of the red frame and kind of how that goes together. It's quite a different overall look and feel from this kit, of course, but as far as the technology goes and like the details and engineering, everything like that, there's really not that much different. I mean, there's really nothing that really makes this one feel dated compared to that. So if that was something that you're worried about, it's definitely, I can definitely tell you with confidence that this one won't disappoint you at all. It's nothing like if you built like an old like original RX-78-2 HG and then compare that to the Revive HG. Obviously that's going to be quite a big difference. This is anything like that. So guys, that's just about going to do it for my out-of-box review for this kit. As you can tell, I really enjoyed this kit, and I think you would too if you try it, or if you have tried it, then I think you could probably agree with me that it is a great kit. One thing that I did forget to mention is that the cockpit hatch in the chest does open as well. And I'm sure there's probably other things in terms of just small gimmicks that I forgot to mention, but I wanted to keep this relatively quick as this is not really a new kit, and of course for stuff that's new I want to go into a lot more detail because I know people are wanting to know about it, but for this kit, it's been out for long enough. I figure, if people really wanted to get this, they probably would have got it already. They don't really need to be sold on a lot of little gimmicks and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. I would highly recommend this kit. If you guys have any other questions, comments about this though, please feel free to ask in the comments section down below. Otherwise, the next time you guys will see this will be in my review of the HG UC Revive version of this kit, the Gundam Mk-II Titans version, and then after that I'll show you guys how the Barzam conversion kit goes together. So thank you guys for watching. If you wanted to see more about the Barzam conversion kit, if you missed that unboxing, I did unbox that already. It's a little ways back, or if you just search in YouTube, you should be able to find my unboxing for that. Or I do have an unboxing playlist. You can check there. Or just if you want to wait and check out the review, that'll be coming up relatively soon. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.